in the kitchen.
Okay, it's happening now. Tell me if you can hear anything. It's happening now.
I can hear you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Okay.
Hello, testing.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Great, I can hear. Can I hear you?
Oh, I didn't have my mic
Okay.
up. Now everybody's cooking with gas.
All right.
We can hear everybody. Everybody can hear themselves.
Love it.
Everybody's on the camera. Hold on a sec. Okay.
Making small adjustments.
Making this show always has like a rolling start. It's never. I'm sure that's par for the course for this station. We're a small Radio Free Brooklyn is a very small outfit. And this show in Radio Free Brooklyn is called No Suggestion, an improv comedy talk show. I'm Ralph Jean Pierre. We got guest co-host tonight, Aston Hollins. Back again.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Back for another taste.
Another taste of improv. And our special guest tonight is Claire Shiell.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, okay,
Good
good.
job.
Okay, good. How badly do people butcher it usually?
I get shell a lot. Which
Yes.
is just very incorrect. I understand it though. I also get Shiell, which is closer, just not quite there.
Do you want to spell it? Spell it for us. What's the spelling?
You could get closer, much
Oh.
closer to the mic. You could pull it
Hello.
toward you. You could
Hello.
pull it. Yeah. Although,
Hello.
yeah, scooting in is good. Yeah.
Hi everyone. That is Claire Shiell, Shiell.
Shield.
Shield. Agent of Shield. Have you gotten that before? Oh, no.
That's a good one.
Okay,
It's
good.
good.
I don't know what that means.
Good. All right. So yeah, what happens on this show? Basically, the format is we've said it before. It's a living room. Basically, we're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about, whatever comes up between the three of us, whatever we feel like talking about. That's what we're going to gab about, just us gals. And at any point during this show, anyone can initiate an improv scene at any point, at any time. You can just initiate it and we'll all follow in after you. And then at any point in that scene can last 30 seconds. It can last 3 minutes, however long it lasts. At any point, one of us can call a scene and end the scene and then go back to talking about whatever we want to talk about. Hopefully that happens at least 4 times during this hour.
4 times.
4 times. If it happens more than 4 times, that is wonderful. If it happens less than 4 times, I will weep on the way home.
Can't have that.
We can't have that. No, not anymore. No more crying. I'm not crying no more. I'm all out of tears. I'm gonna share. When is the last time I cried? I don't remember, but I know it was recent.
Ooh.
It was like in the last couple weeks.
Tears of joy
No.
or sadness?
No, pure deep grief.
Deep grief.
Deep grief.
Did it feel good to let it out?
Yeah, it feels good to let it out. It feels good.
I cried laughing like a couple days ago. Like I couldn't stop laughing and I was also crying.
Tearing up.
Yeah. I hadn't had a just laugh like that in such a long time. And it felt really good, but I couldn't stop laughing and also crying because something tickled my funny bone so much.
Wow. How about you and Claire? Recently you've cried deep grief and also laughter at the same time?
They were not tears of laughter, but I did cry earlier today.
Ooh, nice.
All right, today, fresh cry.
Today.
Yeah, and tears of sadness.
Tell what details can you give us? Don't give us details you don't want. Give us some of the details you do want to give us.
It's a pressure-free zone.
Yeah.
Pressure-free.
I mean, I got into a really bad fight the other day.
Fist fight.
I wish.
Knife.
Nope.
Okay.
That would be illegal. And
Yeah.
we don't condone that here.
That is not a rule of improv.
That's bad.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Don't get into a knife fight. Just get into a crying, yelling, screaming match in the middle of a
That's
neighborhood in Queens.
Healthy and legal.
Yep.
Okay, so you got into a screaming match. What? I didn't need to know the details. I didn't know who was involved. But what were the feelings before? What were the feelings during? And what were the feelings after?
Drunk, and hungover.
Ooh, what a combo!
I believe that's the name of Ray Charles' highest selling album. drunk, and hungover. Wow.
I mean, everybody's been there.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Everybody's been down in that
been
bayou.
There.
Yeah, you know how we do down by the bayou.
Are you, Claire? Are you an emotionally expressive, demonstrative person? Usually, can you access if you need to get into a shouting match, if you need to go back and forth and get some off your chest with somebody? Is that easy to access for you? Is that you got to be pushed to a point?
No, I have to be pushed at that point. I'm not really a fighter, and I'm not really a yelling person. I actually really hate yelling.
Same.
Man, but this one person really gets under my skin in a way that is very difficult and not typical. And it just, and awful. It felt awful.
You know the right. Okay. All right. Let's just practice for the spelling bee.
Yep. Okay. Hit me with it one more time.
It's just that you get me. All right.
Stakes are high.
So high.
There's nothing more important than the middle school spelling bee.
Yeah.
Working on a team with you, Kimberly, is just, you're the best speller in town.
Yeah.
But you got your ways. I don't mean to shout in your mom's basement, but you just got your ways.
The ways are actually genius, Kimberly. You're a genius.
Well, Chandra and Jimmy, I appreciate it. And it is my way that I can tap into my emotional center, that I am able to spell anything. Anything.
I didn't know spelling was so emotional. I thought it was a matter of memorization and intellect, but you've made it an art. You bring something out of me. You push a button, you go ahead and just agitate me in the right way, and it makes me flip out. Ooh, but then you're out there, you spelled arithmetic. How do you even know?
I just tap into my emotional center.
Wow.
What I know.
You use it. Whatever it is, you use it. Yeah, my spelling too. It all comes from the brain, I feel like it's separated from my body, but actually, your brain and your body are like one thing.
Carly, you and I are the same. And for me, it's like you ever plug in an external hard drive into your laptop. That's how it is for me with spelling. Yeah. Give me a moment, I can detach from it, and it's gone. It's purely binary numbers, zeros and ones. But for you, Kimberly, I mean, could you please stop doing that with your foot? You know that drives me crazy.
I'm not a machine. I'm a person.
Kimberly,
and I have feelings.
You paint with all the colors. Your spelling. I think that this year we're going to win state, even though it's annoying that foot, could be the thing that gets us to the win.
Carly, it's just all you. You're much more cool-headed. Okay, if you're going to lean back in that chair, lean all the way or sit upright. You just are teetering in this.
I need both. I need to be able to tap into both. It's not one or the other. It's all the things.
But I feel like you're doing it to get at me. Am I being crazy, Carly?
It's not to get at you.
A little, but I want to be helpful, because at the beginning of this conversation, I too was very worked up, very emotional.
Let's bring it down.
But I'm trying to become the ocean.
Let's just have
deep breathing and prepare for our next spelling practice word, which is going to be
algae.
Let's spell it. Should we all spell it together?
I'll spell it together. Okay. That's a good exercise.
A L G A E.
Wow. I'm sweating.
Do you feel better?
I was so nervous.
That felt great.
Everybody got it.
I'm just gonna eat a ginger snap. Thank your mom for these ginger snaps.
I'll let her know.
And see.
I was seeing good. Beautiful. We did it.
It was fun.
We did a little push start into
Way
the ride. So yeah, I sometimes find it difficult to even speak loudly. It hurts
in life.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes to even speak loudly. I often am yelled at for mumbling. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But it hurts to be loud sometimes.
I'm a quiet sort. It's interesting. My partner is loud, and I don't know. It's interesting because we're very different that way. She's a yeller, with emotion,
strength,
and I'm like no yelling in the house.
Keep it down,
everybody.
Keep it down. How is what are your so you don't like to yell?
No.
Is your family that same way? Tell me about your family.
Well, let me tell you all about my family and everything. I'll tell you
please
all my
run it
issues.
down.
My family's not like angry yellers, but they did yell in the house. I grew up in a 2-story. I have 3 siblings, so it's 2-story house. And I remember even now, anytime I go home to visit, and my mom yells at me from the kitchen.
Pull the mic a little bit closer to you. Yeah.
Where are you in the house yelling?
I hate it when people yell at me across the house.
Mm.
Yeah, it's get up and come talk to me.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right. Send me a text message. Just call me on the phone. What's going on?
Yeah.
But that was the norm in the house. You can.
This mic is just I feel it.
That microphone can take a beating.
It's going away.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Oh yeah. Don't let it pull away. You pull it back in. Oh no.
Should we tighten it up?
Just cradle it like a.
But will that make a sound?
Oh, is it creaking?
Oh, and it's thinking anyway. Right now we're doing mic arm gymnastics.
Mic surgery.
There's a mic. Claire's in front of a mic stand that is lazy.
Everything I've ever loved runs away from me.
Oh no!
I don't know how to fix that.
I know.
Check.
I don't know how to fix that part of it.
I don't know how to do anything. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this?
I don't know. Maybe try turning that up so that.
Wait, I don't know what that means. Turning the knobby knob?
Yeah, turn that knobby.
Oh, this is doing something.
Ooh.
But I feel like this is just for this joint. I feel like it's that joint that's.
Yeah, that's odd. I've never seen it do that before.
What if I just hold it and look really cool?
Yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah, you look cool. You look like a star.
Like I'm gonna eat it.
What I want to know, what's your current improv status?
Ooh.
What do you got going on? What are you doing? Do you yes. Yeah.
Improving all the time.
All the time. I am improving all the time. I have 3 teams. I'm on an Armory house team. We
Claire Shiell likes to improving all the time. Improving all the time. Improving all the time. Okay.
Against my will.
Oh wow.
No, I'm kidding. I love it. Most Fridays with the Armory comedy at the Tank, I perform with my house team, Untitled. We improvise a movie. And then I have my indie team, Mosh Squad, and we perform at Young Ethel's a lot of Thursdays and some Wednesdays and sometimes at the Pit.
Shout out past No Suggestion guests Pedro Lee and Kate O'Neill Martino.
Shout out.
That's
Shout
right.
out. And Steele, David Steele. Yep.
Love those guys.
Shout out.
And then I also do the Young Ethel's Bar Prof team. I'm on Team School Night, and we get a new form every month. And then I also host a jam there afterwards. It's real fun.
Oh, they got jams happening over there?
Yeah, I'm the one.
Jam.
And it's a little jam. Late night Thursday jam.
They be jamming. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I do.
How about yourself?
Yeah, what are you doing?
How much prov? What's
Yeah.
the quantity of current prov?
It fluctuates all the time. I'm going to be teaching improv this semester.
All right.
To my students, and I do this show every week, which I'm thankful for. I what else I got going on?
Music prov? Is
Yeah,
there a
I mean,
music?
There's
prov?
North Coast. North
Every
Coast is, I think what we're focusing on right now is our Anybody show, which we haven't focused on in a while. So we're not doing, as of right now, like a regular home show, which is our regular hip hop improv show. But Anybody is a show that we do, and it's like a Hamilton style musical that we make up. And I guess that's it. I kind of wish there was more, but
That's
I don't
a lot
know.
of prov
Yeah.
that you have on your plate.
A lot going on.
I like to have a lot of improv
Yeah.
going on. I do, but right now I don't.
Yeah,
Right now I'm
it's a little much.
good. Yeah.
Or you're at capacity, prov capacity.
Yeah. Do you have moments where you're like, I wish I was doing less than I am, or are you always satisfied?
Sometimes when there's too many rehearsals and too many shows in one week, and I like don't have an evening off, and I'm like, I have to dial it back. I can't keep this up. But then, anytime I like take like a show off or whatever, and I see all like the pictures and the videos, I'm always like, I wish I did that show.
Yeah.
I wish I did it. Or I see my friends like doing their other cool improv projects, and I'm like, I wish I was in that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
One cannot do it all.
But I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sure I'm gonna try.
Is that
I like it all.
Is that your ethic of like, let's get out there and touch
That's
every...
admirable.
Yeah, kind of. Man, I like everything. I like too much. I wish I wasn't so interested in everything. Like, I want to do everything. I want to do improv. I want to do musical improv. I want to freestyle. I want to be a director. I want to be an actor. I want to do theater. I want to do musical theater. I want to do Shakespeare. I want to do everything.
Wear every hat.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm thankful for improv in that way because it's sort of a way to get a small fix off of that. And, you know, because you're at least writing and acting every time you improvise. You're even directing in some ways.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it is a great outlet to be creative. Is that like, so that's just, you're essentially that. You're just like, just want to have a creative life. That's like,
yeah,
what I want to do.
I'm just curious. I just like want to know, you know, I just like want to know. I want to see. I'm also just like,
May, please put your hand down. May. Teacher. That you're still putting your hand up. I want you to put your hand down, May. There's a lot of other students in this class who also have questions. I don't mean to shame you in front of the class because it's great that you're so inquisitive. I see your hand darting out to the side of your desk. It's almost like it's a compulsion.
The hand is down. I just want your attention.
I'm assistant principal Garden. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to ignore you, but I have to make the point to May that you can't ask a question every minute of the hour.
It's fine. I'm here only to monitor the situation. As you all know, sometimes when I get too heated, I raise my voice in such a way that if I keep it very controlled, then I won't be yelling at either one of you.
May, you've got to keep the questions under control because Assistant Principal Garden is slowly boiling. A pinky counts as a hand raised. Please
finger.
Lower your hand, May. This is not a time for questions. May. Lower your foot, please, May.
And how do you manage this with May?
Mostly I don't. Mostly I don't get through the lesson. I try to teach the lesson through the questions that May asks. But the other students, you can see they've all checked out.
May,
Yes.
I want you to know that in the classroom, it's a collective learning experience, okay? And it's not okay for you to seek more attention than everyone else and to monopolize the time of Mr. Bromfield.
Quit pouting, May. Take in what Assistant Principal Garden has said.
But none of the other students are paying attention like I am.
I do admire how inquisitive you are. You're not seeking to cause a disruption, although you are one. You really, truly want to learn, and we all admire that, May.
Yes, it's not that we want you to stop learning. We just stop. Just stop.
A little.
Just bring it.
Just a little down. Bring it.
You got it up.
Bring it down. Just a little bit.
Just bring it down. Put your feet on the ground. Just bring it down.
Both feet on the floor, May.
Both feet on the floor, May. Okay, bring it down. I'll allow you, May.
My lust for knowledge cannot be contained. And I need to know why principal is here.
Assistant Principal Garden.
I'm moderating this conversation. I'm here to make sure that Mr. Bromfield is managing his classroom in a helpful and managing his classroom so everyone can learn. I'm here to just make sure that's happening.
I have a question. What does the assistant principal do?
And
just stand
scene.
Beautiful. We're living it.
What does an assistant principal do?
I don't know.
I feel like they just run. Okay, I'd say this.
Is it all admin?
When I was in high school, the assistant principal, me and my friends would do a lot of tomfoolery and horseplay. Claire is still struggling.
Sorry, this mic is out to get me to ruin my life.
I really am enjoying it.
I will not stand for it.
Don't take it. You do what you gotta do.
Do you want to switch for a while and I will take the unruly mic?
No, I'm just
so you can just enjoy yourself.
I'm dancing with this mic. I'm just doing.
Are you a problem solver? Do you like to build and engineer and solve problems?
Not really. I mostly just cause problems, as I am with this mic.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that is true.
Oh, I know someone who would highly disagree with you.
What were the things you would get in trouble for when you were a kid? What are you getting in trouble for at home?
Just not doing my homework. Never did my homework.
We talked about this before. Were you a good student otherwise?
No. I mean, I was good as in I didn't do anything bad. I never talked back. I never did drugs or drank or party. I just would not do my work. Just wouldn't do it.
What was keeping you from doing your homework?
I just didn't want to do it. It was not fun.
I hear you. I got in trouble for daydreaming, like not looking at the teacher or what's going on, but looking out the window or just, deeply staring and me thinking that nobody notices, that I'm getting away with it. But, I didn't get away with it.
That's a little bit of a sad existence that you have to sneak daydreaming in.
I mean, but it was
we all do that?
It was a lot, I was always getting comments I need to focus on the lesson.
What were you daydreaming about?
Yeah.
I probably just some story, or
word.
I still obviously am really into stories, but when I was a little kid, it's just I just wanted story, every story. So if the story I had just sort of, experienced was sort of floating around in my brain, I would probably just fan fiction, I don't know, whatever it was.
This makes a lot of sense to me.
Narnia.
Narnia? That was the base of a lot of them. Yeah. I feel like I was daydreaming too, and I don't remember what I was daydreaming about. Knowing me is probably the future. I was just dreaming about
Same.
The future.
Yeah, where were you dreaming about?
I was dreaming about living my improv dreams in New York City.
Wow.
Look at you now. You're living it.
Well, actually, I was thinking about my Broadway dreams in New York City, and now look at us.
We're in Radio Free Brooklyn studio. Speaking of which, hey, you're listening to Radio Free Brooklyn, independent listener-supported radio. Thanks for listening. Your support keeps us going. Radio Free Brooklyn's mission is to provide free and open platform to our community and promote media literacy, education, free expression, and public art. I started this tradition last year. You read some of it. Start from the third
Am I allowed
line of
to
the second
curse on
paragraph.
this? I already did. Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm reading the second paragraph. So
Second paragraph,
okay.
third line.
Oh God, it's like being cold calling
Yeah.
class. RFB donations. Radio Free Brooklyn's mission is to provide a free and open platform to the community and promote media literacy, education, free expression, and public art. We rely primarily on donations from listeners like you.
Like you.
Every dollar helps us stay on the air and allows us to continue our work in the community.
Every dollar.
We are a 501c3. There's a little star next to that. I guess that's important. Nonprofit. Should I have not said that? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Organization. So all contributions are tax deductible.
Hey, tax deductible.
We love to see it. Thanks,
All
Kevin.
right.
Just read from any random
Okay. Please support with a monthly pledge or one-time donation at radiofreebrooklyn.org/donate. RFB mobile app. If you'd like to listen to RFB when you're not in front of your computer, please download our free mobile app for iPhone and Android, available in the App Store for iPhone or the Google Play Store for Android.
The Google.
RFB newsletter. Please be sure to subscribe to our monthly newsletter for the latest news about new programming and upcoming RFB events. You can sign up at radiofreebrooklyn.org/newsletter.
What just occurred to me is I think you went to college for theater, right?
Kind of. I actually got kicked out of the theater department in college.
I got cut from my theater department. Hell yeah.
I got kicked out.
A bunch of rebels.
You guys are a bunch of
Theater
rebels.
school dropouts.
Yeah.
Well, okay, did you tell the story last time?
I don't think so.
Okay, I wanted to hear about the story of getting cut and the story of getting kicked out.
Exciting. But...
No, I want to. You guys, there's some rebels.
Okay,
you
all
probably
right.
wear
You go
bandanas.
first.
Okay, so I guess I got into theater through comedy, through improv and sketch comedy. And so like once I had done that, I started, getting more interested in like theater in a broad sense. And at my school, if you were taking theater, you had to take like all these little component classes. And I had a big problem with depression in college, as a lot of us do. And I was also on medication at the time and like totally unregulated. And I would sleep a lot, like through class. And looking back, I realized I just shouldn't be on that medication. But so, I had a hard time like getting to class. And after a couple of years, eventually my advisor, who was in the theater department, was like, I came back to school senior year. I had been in the department for 2 years, not super great student. I come back senior year. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I'm ready. Like I'm committing hard to this. Like, let's go. And my advisor was like, nobody wants you in their class. So why don't you just take all academic classes this year? And it broke my little heart. But look at me now. Then I went to like theater school, where I was a very good student.
Show their ass.
May I ask what college program this was?
Yeah, I went to Sarah Lawrence College.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sarah Lawrence.
Westchester, New York.
We're coming for you, Sarah Lawrence. Watch your back.
Yeah.
And
Coming
there you
for
have
this
it.
podcast.
Where I was a terrible student.
How about you? How'd you get cut?
Oh
What happened?
boy! So I went to Circle and Square Theater School.
Ooh,
I auditioned for that.
fancy.
Ooh,
I didn't get in.
Wasn't that fancy? Well,
Fancy.
There's some illustrious alums.
There is.
Yeah.
There was some good, solid. They had some really good faculty members.
Yeah.
Some not as much, but I mean, like, I guess that's every program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I still at this point, I still like wasn't I didn't become a good student until after I got cut. After I got cut from this program, I was
Seems
like,
late.
it took me 20 something years to like get my shit together and be like, I need to know how I learn best. And then now I'm a great student and everything. But yeah.
What'd you learn about how you learn?
I need to do a lot of like prep work and I need to have a set schedule every day. I have to like, I need to be like on a schedule. Like my Google Calendar is insanity and I need to have things blocked out and that this is the amount of time I do like the Pomodoro method and I use a little YouTube video where
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or is it 25?
What? I don't know anything about
this. You can
this.
do different ones.
Tell me about this.
Okay. So it's like every 20 to 25 minutes, you're doing like active hard work, like no distractions. And then you get like a 5-minute break. And then every like 40 or to an hour, you get like a 15-minute break. Like there's different ones you can do. But having this really intense, like focused, I need to get as much work done as possible in these 15, 25 minutes really makes me go, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we got to get this done right now. Nothing else. I'm not thinking about the dishes. I'm not thinking about going to switch my laundry. Like there's nothing else I can do except for this little thing right now.
Got to get jiggy with it. Ooh, that's it. Listen, all we can do is get jiggy with it right now. Nothing else can happen.
Nah.
Okay?
Nah. I can't.
Stephanie, it doesn't seem like you know how to get jiggy with it.
Jerry, I got cut from jiggy school.
You got... No. We are the jiggy team. We are the Eastland High jiggy team.
I mean, you can't get cut.
You can't get cut from jiggy school.
I was so bad. I got cut. It wasn't even a cut program, and they said, "Do not come back."
But did you have the wrong outfit on? How did you get cut?
How did it happen?
Us what you did. Maybe there's a way you can fix this.
This is a tragedy.
I know. It's the most devastating thing that ever happened in my life. He said that my jig was not a real jig. And it was more.
Your jig was not jiggy enough? Tell us who cut you.
Yeah, who? Because maybe we can talk to them and like get you back on the team.
Just tell us who exactly it was.
Yeah, who was it?
Mr. Jiggy himself.
Oh, wow.
He told me I was Wiggy.
The source.
Wiggy.
Mr. Jiggy, aka Mr. Thompson, he told you were Wiggy. That is
the man himself.
That's damning.
It's hard to come back from that. Gosh.
He started all the jiggy squads in this district.
Yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to do now?
What am I going to say to my family?
You got to tell them you're not jiggy enough.
Oh, the family legacy.
Your mom is already in the hospital.
Her nana so like perfectly on time all the time. I really look up to her.
She was state champion jiggy.
Yeah.
She was the best jig
cum laude
person. Jig cum laude.
Yeah.
I didn't
doctorate.
I didn't inherit her jiggy genes.
I don't think you've thought this through what you've done.
I mean,
Stephanie,
it must be there somewhere, Stephanie. Like, we can fix this. We can talk to him. And
you would do that for me?
Yeah, of course. You're my best friend. You guys are my best friends. And
tell us what you're going to say, because you can't just say anything to Mr. Thompson, aka Mr. Jiggy. He's not a pushover. He's Mr.
The
Jig.
The guy.
He's the jig.
Okay.
Jigga man.
Sometimes I feel like he can be sort of intimidating, so I have to, let's prepare. What am I going to say to him?
Practice on Stephanie.
Okay.
Stephanie, you play Mr. Jiggy. This will be a chance for you to practice being jiggy.
Okay, Mr. Jiggy.
Yeah, that's me, Mr. Jiggy. Big old mean guy, jigging away. Yep.
Stephanie is a total asset to this getting jiggy with it team. And we cannot without her. And
you didn't do enough nananas. If you don't get enough nananas,
he'll cut you too.
You have to do the exact number. But
I think it's 19, but it changes.
But we need her back. We need her back on the team. So, we just let her come back. Everybody makes mistakes, sir. What's he gonna say? How would he respond?
He would probably break out into a beautiful jig.
Oh, I can just see it now. Oh, God. It's taking my breath away.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Maybe
the thought of it.
It's just not my future. Well, maybe I wasn't meant to jig. Maybe I was meant to.
Your mom was state champion.
Yeah, I know.
Jig cum laude.
Yeah.
But maybe I could be like my father. I could be a facilitator, a supporter in the stands.
He was just a fan. You telling me you got fan genes?
Such a good fan, though.
Well, you guys are
relationship goals, the way he supported her.
You guys are my best friends, and I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be every time we get jiggy, we'll
do it for you.
We'll dedicate it to you.
Yes, really? Stephanie, we'll do it for you.
How did you get in a wheelchair all of a sudden? Scene.
How did you get? I just got tired. I'm just so tired all the time.
Sat down.
It is, it's late at night. It's okay to
be
mellow. It's okay to be mellow.
I feel a little strange being the only one sitting, but
It's okay.
It's okay. Do what you got to do.
I've taken
you know?
my stance, and I'm making a choice.
And you have an unruly microphone,
I
so
know.
you're handling it all very well.
That's what I get. I deserve this. Goodbye.
It goes. Oh my God,
So,
I've not seen that before.
Today, I accidentally texted Ralph. I was texting with Ralph, and I was also texting with another friend of mine. She texted me,
And you sent dirty
No.
pictures.
Yeah, no,
but she was
Man.
like, I'm trying to I need to work out, but I kind of don't want to do it. And I wrote back, and I was like, I too need to work out, and I also kind of don't want to do it. So why don't we be like each other's accountability workout buddies? But I accidentally sent that text to Ralph instead, and then I had to be like, sorry, I didn't mean to send you that motivational text about working out.
It was a very strange day to receive that text.
Were you so motivated you went and worked out?
Did you work out today?
Yeah, did you work out
anyone
today?
else work
I
out?
did.
All right.
Did you work out? Yeah.
I
Me
run almost every single morning.
Wow. Okay.
For how long have you been doing that?
Since like the 8th grade.
Wow.
Really?
Not like, I wasn't running in the morning. Like I've been running. I don't run every single day. I do run most days, and I've been doing that since middle school. I'm a marathon runner.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's so
That is
interesting
cool.
for somebody.
That's hardcore.
That's why I have to sit in this
hardcore.
chair.
But you couldn't do your homework. But you ran a marathon. What do you?
Well,
Do
what
you
is
run
that?
the same length every?
No, I switch it up. Well, right now I really want to run an ultra marathon either next year
What
or
does
the
that
year.
mean?
That's like 100 miles.
What is
Ooh,
an
I'm not
ultra
gonna do-
marathon?
An ultra marathon is anything longer than a regular marathon. So regular marathons are 26.2 miles.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to run 30.
Wow,
Wow, that's.
it's wild.
I
That's
couldn't
fun.
do that. I'll
Couldn't
tell
do
you
that.
right now, I can't do that.
But that seems to take like a lot of focus.
Yes.
And you've always done it, but there are other parts of your life where you're like, I'm out. I'm checking out. Or it was just that you didn't want to do homework, and that's a specific thing.
I didn't want to do homework.
I mean, everybody's been there.
Yeah. I'm admonishing you. I also am exactly the same throughout my entire school career, from childhood. In the college, I had to do homework, but I never did. I never did homework.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm exactly the same. I don't know how I passed.
Even now, like I still like even when I take like an acting class or like whatever, like I really do enjoy learning. Like I love going to class and I love doing like readings. Like I love to read for homework. I don't want to write an essay. I don't want to solve problems. I don't want to do stats homework. I don't want to do like code, like all of that stuff. I'm like, I just want to like show up and like discuss or like do the work in class, and then I want to peace out and like see you next week.
Yeah, I read somewhere recently that in like the last year that the model of sending kids home with homework is really, it's not effective. It doesn't mean that they're going to learn more. Like they showed up, they did their 7, 6, 7, 8 hours in school.
Yeah.
And then you go home and do another, 7 hours of
So,
homework.
Homework.
Yeah.
Let them be.
Right.
Let them be children. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid feeling like this is wrong.
Yeah.
But it's what it was.
It is what it was. Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, same with you. I made it all the way through school and never did homework. I really didn't.
Oh, wow.
I
I did homework. Yeah.
Wow.
And I would take home like every textbook, in case this is pre you and I went to school, pre iPads and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I would put like every textbook in
Went to
my
school.
backpack, and I could barely carry it.
Wow.
And I think that's a little messed up.
Yeah, you were a young laborer. Are you a student or a laborer? Carrying both.
Backpack was too heavy.
Those
Backpacks
textbooks,
are too heavy.
textbooks were heavy, man.
Heavy.
What
Oh
the
man,
heck were they
McGraw
doing?
Hill or
McGraw Hill.
who are the other publishers? McGraw Hill.
Oh shoot.
But they were like math, right? Or did
McGraw
they do other
Hill,
things?
Lance Bass, Tammy Faye Baker. I don't know. It was all kinds of different. Yeah, I don't remember what the other ones. I feel like no, I'm just thinking of McGraw Hill.
And calculators were only like Texas Instruments was like the
Yeah.
only calculator.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, TI, that graphing calc.
So much money just to show your friend that you wrote
They
boobs.
really had the market. They really held the market on that one.
And what
the graphing
killed them?
calculator.
Probably the cell phone.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe just
I feel like everybody has a tablet.
Kids got
Yeah.
Kids
Oh,
Kids got
yeah.
tablets now.
Yeah, in school they got the tablet.
And they can read all their reading. They don't have to take home every textbook.
I wonder if I heard they're not doing like cursive.
Yeah, that's also true.
I would be good with that. I've struggled,
My
Struggled with cursive.
Yeah.
my handwriting now is like half cursive, half print. And like every time I write, I'm like, no one knows what any of this is. It's literally my own code now.
It's still bad, Like I remember it's like we all had to learn cursive and do it up to a certain grade, and then you could choose, if you wanted to
Which
print.
track you wanted to do.
And
after
I was like,
that.
I abandoned it as soon as I could.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was pretty good with cursive.
Yeah, me too.
But I think when you don't practice writing by hand, right now when I write my hand, when I write by hand, it hurts. It hurts my hand.
Maybe you're gripping too tight.
I am, because I'm used to typing. I type everything. I'm a typing man. I never learned the QWERTY, the home keys.
The home key. Yeah, the home keys. I guess I like the way especially if I have to memorize something, I have to like have it everywhere. I have to like write it out. I have to type it out. I have to listen to it. I have to like,
Are we sharing like line memorization?
Yeah, but anything, if I really have to learn it, like I have to do it more than one way. But I have to like, all my notes, I guess, before they're digital are, in a notebook. And I'm the only person that could read my writing.
Are improvisers just actors who are not confident about learning lines?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I'm learning lines regularly, they say the more text you learn, the more you can learn. If I'm like actively, memorizing stuff all the time, but if I, haven't had to memorize anything in a while, then
it's tough.
More work, yeah.
How are you with memorizing, Claire?
I think I'm pretty good with memorizing lines.
Whoa.
Because like I went to theater school and then got cut and then got into a new one. And
Whoa, what was the second one that you were in?
Okay, so after I got cut and I was devastated, I then was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to get into a better school.
Whoa, better than Circle and Square?
Yeah, and then I did. I went to Cap 21 for musical theater.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Cap
in
21.
like that summer. Like the only reason I got in for like that upcoming fall semester is because their class wasn't full yet. So they had like, I guess.
They weren't at 21 yet.
I know.
It wasn't capped. It wasn't capped yet.
That was so good.
They have the hallway there with all the different size acting cubes in the hallway.
Yes.
Have you been there to Cap
Just
21?
we used to do improv practice there, like late night. I don't know if they still rent it out as a rehearsal room, but many years ago when I was doing improv regularly, we rehearsed there, and I just remember being like there was a small. Like the section of small acting cubes and then the section of medium acting cubes. And they're all like carefully labeled, it's just a black box that you can make, whatever you want it to be. But it was all very organized.
Welcome to the cube.
Yes, welcome.
Good evening. Welcome to the cube.
Oh, hello. It's
The Cube.
so lovely to be back at the Cube.
For those of you new to the cube, each of us will now tell you the rules of the cube. Each of us will go through and we'll list each rule until they're done.
The rules of the cube.
The rules of the cube. Rule number 1.
There are only 4 rules, and the foremost rule is that you must always be so kind to everyone in the cube.
So kind.
Excellent. Rule number 2.
Rule number 2 is you must run 5 miles every day in
That
the
is
cube.
rule number 2 of the cube.
Rule number 2 of the cube. You must run.
Rule number 3. Every space must be filled with human matter.
Humans matter.
Human matter and humans matter. And rule number 4, the final rule of the cube.
The final rule of the cube.
The final rule of the cube is there are at least 12 more rules. The rule number 5. Don't let bees into the cube.
No, bee
No
free
bees.
zone. No bees in
No
the cube.
bees, not like last time.
Rule number 6.
Not like last time.
In the cube.
Number 6.
No sleep.
Never sleep.
No
in the
sleep
cube.
in the cube.
The cube is not for sleep.
We are cube.
Your cube. There's
No
no
sleeping.
No Z's can be in the cube. That's not a buck shape. Rule number 7.
Number 7
7.
is once you enter the cube, you cannot tell any outsiders about the cube.
Don't tell
Don't
an
talk about the
outsider
cube.
outside of the
No,
cube.
no.
Within the cube, you may speak of
Yes,
the cube.
all we want to talk about is the cube.
Without the cube,
Mm.
do not cube.
Mm.
Rule.
Number.
We've lost rule number 8. Don't lose track of the number of
Oh, we're going to be
rules.
punished.
Never lose track of the number of rules. We
Rule-
did that to demonstrate.
No,
number 9.
Rule number 9.
The singing of songs and dancing of dances is also mandatory. Every day in the
Every
cube.
day.
In every inch and side of the cube, find a way to dance on the ceiling.
Yes.
Rule number 10.
Rule number 10
The cube.
is that all ice must be cube.
Oh, must be cube.
if a spherical ice is seen in the cube,
Be shot on
you will
sight.
be
Yes.
shot.
And die.
Dead.
You'll be shot and died. Rule number 11. Pray each morning to bless all of the members of the cube, the faculty, the staff, the officers, the lieutenants, every branch and legislator, the House of Representatives of the cube. It's rule number. I forgot the number. Oh,
12.
no, don't shoot me. Don't shoot. See.
Die.
Okay.
I was really ready for the last one. I was going to be like, have fun.
Oh,
Good.
Let's have a good time. All right. What else is going on? What's in your, what's of interest in the world right now that we can talk about? I feel like it's the moment. I don't know anything about the world or about politics.
Oh, I don't.
Sometimes I really have to stay out of the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're getting way too much coverage.
It can be too much,
You're too much.
You can
star.
fall down the suck hole of how bad it is,
What's a good story?
Have you guys seen Trump's mugshot?
No.
No.
What's it
Can you
look like?
give us a description?
Is he wearing a backwards cap?
No, he's like giving a really crazy facial expression. I can't even describe it. It is so heinous.
Like he's got a poop?
Yeah,
Like he's got a
possibly.
Like he's being chased by a bear.
Yeah.
Wow. Fear.
Fear, but also like trying to hide it and like maybe trying to look
Ooh.
cool about it.
Nothing to see here.
I don't know. He's a hard man to describe because I just look at his face and he looks like a melting wax figure. That's not a real human being. That is an alien in a skin suit.
I wonder what that is, that quality. That some people have a quality where they're not giving up any emotion. Oh, whenever you look at them, you just got to try to decipher what they're Sphinx. They're Sphinx-like.
Mysterious.
Do you, Claire? I would say that you do not have that quality. I feel like you're very expressive. Do you wish you had that quality, or are you happy with?
I'm actually really good with being very like transparent and expressive. I would rather be open and exactly who and what I am than like try to be mysterious or coy. I'm not about that life. I'm not cool. I'm not mysterious.
Could you just try right now, though? Could you just try to be coy and
Cool and
mysterious? And coy.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to do when this mic is
you also have to hold the mic up.
I mean, there's how cool
But try to be coy.
I mean,
and
I guess
mysterious.
if I was like trying to be like cool.
Yeah. Really,
I'd just
really.
be like, I would be paying attention anywhere else. I'd just be staring at myself in this camera.
Wow.
I don't know about this pose with the chair. I would just pretend I'm wearing sunglasses and my hair is doing something cool. And I can't do it because I've never been cool and I'll never be cool.
I don't believe that.
I want to give this was like a 6-7. This was pretty effective. Okay, I'm going to try now. I'm going to try to look cool and unaffected and unbothered.
Let's see it. Hit us with it.
All right, I'm really going to go for it, and you guys describe what you see.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me try again.
Get into character. Take a moment. Take a beat.
It's this hard.
You're thinking your own thoughts. You don't need anyone else's opinion.
Doing my own thing.
Yeah, you're just, living your own authentic life.
I feel like this is going to devolve into me narrating. All right, hold on. Now I think I'm just doing Trump.
You're pondering.
Yeah. It's like trying to do and it smize and it just never works out.
I don't think he does much pondering.
No.
His face is just melting
thinking.
constantly.
Okay, that's the trick. I'm going to try not to think at all.
Empty the mind.
Empty, smooth brain.
This is not what. Tell me. Give me
I think
a score.
the first one was better.
Damn. I don't have it. All right, Aston, let's see yours.
I don't even have to try.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Okay.
I'm
there it is.
So cool, you guys.
You got the natural
There it is.
What
swagger.
can I say?
How important was it to be cool when you guys were in school? Were you true to your school? How important was it for you?
Like me personally?
Yeah.
Not important at all. I was even more uncool then, if you can believe it. I was like a theater kid, and I was only friends with the theater kids.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I had no power and influence anywhere else, and everyone else pretty much ignored me, which is fine. It's better that way.
I did not feel cool at the time, but someone said to me at a high school reunion that they thought I was really cool just doing my own thing all the time. And I was like, thank you so much. That's a really nice thing to say, but I really could have used more friends at the time.
Wow.
So, if one is just doing their own thing, I think people think, that's cool.
Check
that's
on
cool.
your strong friends.
Yeah, when you just see somebody doing their deal, living their life.
I'm sorry, Miss Matthews. Do you want this job? We're not sure if you even want this job. You just seem so.
I do want it.
We need our accountant to be open,
available, responsive,
showing up on
enthused.
time.
Mm-hmm.
You were 17 minutes late for this meeting, and you didn't acknowledge it when you sat down.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that.
And you also showed up smoking a cigarette and wearing a large leather jacket.
Well,
It's a very long cigarette. It's still lit, and
it's still burning, which is illegal inside our office.
I will put it out. I do want to work here, so it's important that I let you know that with my behavior. And I'm sorry for being late.
Linda,
I'm a human being. I'm not perfect.
All right. I mean, I want to believe you. It's just that you're wearing sunglasses and pearls. And we thought that you said in your letter that you really needed a chance.
Yes. Please give me a chance. You can, look good and also still do a good job while maintaining an air of mystery.
You're right. We don't want to make any biases against your appearance. We're here for good quality work, good numbers, concise, open work ethic.
You got a really great resume.
We're really good with numbers and stuff.
3 great references.
Yeah, you come highly recommended.
It's just that you have your back to us, and you've been checking yourself in your pocket mirror, and
And the pulling out of the comb and greasing back the hair, just
You know,
a little off-putting.
it's okay. Did you ever see the film The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? She was cool and she just walked into her job, did the job, and she actually got to work from home a lot. But everyone, she did good work there with numbers or
Is that
tech
part of the
or
Madagascar
something.
series? I haven't. Me and my kids haven't seen the Girl with the Dragon. Try to Train Your Dragon tattoo.
I haven't seen that one. Is that dragon like dragons like
Pete's Dragon.
Never mind. It's
So-
just what I like to watch in my own time, but we're not here to talk personalities, okay? I'm here to do a numbers job, and let me just get on with the numbers, and, I can do the job.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just feel like your photographer is bothered by the fact that we're doing this interview at the same time.
Okay, Felix, you can go. You don't have to stay. Okay.
Linda, how does this make you feel?
making me feel a little insecure, actually. Make me feel like a small person.
I feel small. I feel common. I feel judged.
Well, it's not my intention, but sometimes, actions and intentions, I suppose, are not always so easy to read, okay? Some people have an air of mystery and a natural, something. So I'm sorry if that is offensive to you.
Ms. Thompson, would you just take off your sunglasses for a moment so we can see your eyes?
Laser.
Whoa! See? Perfect. Wow. You got us. What a job interview.
There's nothing cooler than laser eyes.
Nothing's cooler than laser eyes, dude. The whole time you were protecting us and we didn't even know it.
Yeah, like what's his name? The X-Man? Cyclops, right? He had like laser eyes. Yeah.
The quintessential laser eyes. Well, this is we're pulling this train into the station.
Time has come.
What do you've already told us the improv stuff you got going on. How do people follow you?
You
Claire?
can follow me. I post a lot on Instagram.
Agent of Shiell.
Yeah, especially like Instagram stories is where I post like when I'm performing.
Stories.
At Claire Shiell, ClaireShiell on Instagram.
Nice.
All
That's
right.
And people can, if they want to book you for an acting gig, you will memorize the lines.
Yeah, I do it. I sing, I dance, I act real good, comedy and tragedy. I love crying.
Does it all?
Love crying in a very sensitive
Cried
place.
earlier this week?
That's right,
Cried
today.
earlier this week.
Gonna cry again tomorrow, maybe. We'll see.
What about you, Aston? What do you got going on? How do people
you can
find you?
me on the social media at AstonHollins,
Hey.
Aston Hollins. That's where I am. Yeah.
That's perfect.
What about you,
Yeah.
Ralph, Jean-Pierre?
I'm search Precious Gorgeous. I got music out. I'm come see North Coast play. Listen to this podcast and tell people about it if you like it.
Tell the people.
Send it to friends who like comedy, to friends who do improv, friends who don't do improv,
Yeah.
friends who have supported you, friends who have disappointed you. Send it to everyone. Send it to your family. And that's it. This has been No Suggestion. This has been a delightful episode. Aston Hollins guest co-host and
Thank
Claire
you for having me.
Shiell, thank you so much for being here. This is No Suggestion. We love you guys.
Good night, Brooklyn.